In this video I'm going to introduce the new text editor. It's called the JCE editor or Joomla content editor. It's been around for years really, but some of you may never have heard of it or seen it before. It's a very powerful editor. I'm going to introduce you to some of the features of it. Now I'm going to mention many of the buttons that you see up here on the toolbars, not all of them, but a great many of them, but I won't necessarily go into great depth because many of them are actually self-explanatory. So here we go. Starting at the very top left hand corner, you've got a help button. So when you click on help, it will actually come up and show you help about using the editor and the different functions. Many of you will be very pleased to see this one. It's the undo button. You can also use Control Z for that. And this is the redo button. So once you've undone something, you can redo it. Here are some common formatting buttons. Bold, italic and underline, as well as strike through. So for example, if I select that text, I can bold it and I can italicize it and I can underline it and I can put strike through on it as well. And that's obviously something I probably wouldn't do all at once on a website, but if I skip a few buttons and go over here to the remove formatting button, it will take those off. It's actually taken me back to the center as well, which is where the JCE is defaulting me to, but I'm going to change the alignment back to left by clicking on the left alignment button. So those are our alignment buttons over there. You've also got some styles available here. We're on paragraph style at the moment, which is the basic style, but we've got heading 1, heading 2, heading 3, and they're all very handy. Preset styles, so if I click on heading 1, it's like that, and I can use undo if I don't want that. You've got a remove formatting button, which I just used over here, as well as a clean up HTML button. That one's handy if you're doing something like pasting from Word. You can clean up the code behind your text, which, as some of you will know, does get messed up a little bit by using Microsoft Word and copying and pasting from there. You can change the different fonts from here, so I can say, well, let's use this one. Okay, I'll just undo that. And also font sizes, you can choose a font size, and there you go, a larger font size. There's lots of other things like font colors, background colors. You've got your cut, copy and paste icons there that you can use on those buttons. Also you've got an indent button and an outdent, so you can take it back as well. You can do bullets and numbering. We've got a subscript button and a superscript button, so the science teacher might put something like O2 for oxygen, and he might want the 2 to be superscripted. So if I click on that one, there it goes as a superscript now. I can use this one to insert custom or special characters. This one's handy over here to toggle to full screen mode, so rather than just getting a little editor, you get a whole screen editor. You can preview, you can toggle your source code. That means so that you can see the actual HTML code. There it is, we're seeing a little bit of HTML code there, and I can toggle it back. Okay, so I'm just looking at normal text again. I can print the article, we can do a find or a find and replace. There's lots of table tools as well, so I can insert a table and add columns and all of those kinds of things. There's just a few others on this bottom row that I think you'll find particularly useful. Alright, we can create links, insert an edit or edit a link. You can also use the unlink or remove link button. There's a button here which I've introduced in previous videos for inserting an image and so forth. So while I didn't hit every button in a space of 4 minutes, you've had a fairly reasonable introduction to the JCE editor. Give it a go. It's a very powerful and very good editor.